Hi guys. Okay, wanted to give you just a little lesson on derivatives of e to the x and natural log of x, because I know there were a few questions on that, and I didn't really get to go over that in class yesterday. So first, just a couple of rules for you that you need to remember. Maybe I can write today. So the derivative of the natural log of x is just 1 over x. And the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. I'm not going to go through the proofs of why those are true. They definitely are true. If you guys are in Khan Academy, there's actually videos of the proof if you're interested in why those are, what they are. But those are like our rules that we will use. And now let's just do a couple of examples so you can see it. So let's say I gave you this, find d dx negative natural log of x plus x squared. All right, well, derivative natural log of x is 1 over x, and you have that coefficient of a negative 1 in front, so it's just going to be negative 1 over x. And then plus x squared, that's just power rule, so that would just be plus 2x. And that's it. Okay, let's try another one. So let's say we have d dx of 3 e to the x plus 5x squared. Again, these aren't super complicated ones, but I want to make sure you get the general principle first. Okay, so derivative of e to the x is e to the x, and we have the coefficient of 3. Just like with power rule, that coefficient is still going to be there. So first part, the derivative of 3 e to the x is 3 e to the x, okay? Then it's just power rule for the second part, so we would get plus 10x. All right, let's see, let's do another one. We'll do a couple more. All right, h of x is equal to 5 natural log of x plus cosine of x. So if we're going to find h prime, all right, again, we have that coefficient of 5 that we know is still going to be a part of our answer. And then derivative of natural log of x is just 1 over x. So 5 times 1 over x is just 5 over x. And then derivative of cosine is negative sine. Okay. Again, these are fairly basic, but once you have the basic part down, then let's say I gave you, find d dx of e to the 3x. Okay. Again, not super complicated, but you do have to use the chain rule on this. So first you take the derivative of basically the whole thing that's there, e to the 3x. The derivative of that would be still e to the 3x. Then you'd have to multiply that by the derivative of that part. That's essentially your g of x if you were thinking of this as composition. So take it times 3, so your final answer is 3e to the 3x. Okay, so that would work with whatever the exponent is. We'll do just one more of those, maybe. Like, let's say it was e to the, x squared minus 7x plus 1. If you're finding f prime of x, you're still going to have e to all of that, and then times 2x minus 7. Okay, so like all of that times all of that. All right. I hope that clears that up a little bit. I know this is like 5 minutes, but hopefully that gets you back to, the basic rule And then it's everything else that you already know, everything with power, product, quotient, chain, all of that. Okay? All right, email me if you still have questions on any of this.